Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction. Sensors indicate friendly dropship has entered atmosphere. ETA dropship 1 minute. Shutdown sequence initiated.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We have a very good Division D match to be accompanied by a Division E match casted over on MWL Leagues 2 by Coyote and Coyote's high-pitched friends. I can't remember his name. Shade something? Anyway, not the point. We're here. We've got Aces Wild. We've got F37. Two teams that had a very mixed week 1. And I'm casting here with Ultimate Ghost. Say hi.
Yep.
Okay, well.
Let's go.
We got both teams locked. Cocked, locked, ready to rock. Launch it.
Jay's onion soup, so an Orion 2C and an Innisphere Orion.
Yeah, we've not seen any deviations from the standard Brawl set. I was really excited back when the map was Boreal Reach. Try something with some racks or a little longer range, but big ballistics and SRMs has been the motto of the day, and not much has changed that so far. That said, we've only casted, a third of the matches for the week, and if there are going to be any surprises, the lower divisions are where you find them. Anyway, as we get in here, standard choices over here from Aces Wild.
And
although they're colored cheap.
VA and Orion VA with LB20 and SRM6s from F37.
Not Bob going with his traditional eye bleach inducing color scheme. And gonna see some pretty early excitement here as the LBs start firing off. A lot's gonna depend on the focus fire. Both sides going for the clan mechs first.
Yeah, that's a good decision.
Not Bob already halved. There he goes. Now he's properly halved. Alex, shoot the wrong target, man. Shoot past him. Very good body blocking going on by Stan. Did lose half his mech doing it. I don't know if Alex has got the firepower to face two of them, even if they are halved. A little chasey,
Probably
kissy, kissy.
I mean, it's down to 4 SRMs and 1 LB, but yeah.
Yep.
GG. That
well
definitely
done.
matters. You have to take that Orion 2C left torso down as quickly as possible. Because you can take down 4 SRM6s so quickly.
Stan did an excellent job, physically body blocking Alex from getting the shots in, and you can see it in the damage numbers. Not Bob really had nowhere to fall back to and got 2v1 pretty hard. So let's publish stats and see what side people want. Interesting set of drops. We've got a long range option for, I think, the last 3 drops with Crimson Strait. Oh, excuse me. Alpine and TERRA THERMA all having either LERMs, PPCs, or ERs.
I don't think TERRA will see any ERs, blue lasers.
Well, I don't think I think they'll see. I mean, you do the ATMs from a Pi, which has always proved fairly devastating. I'm expecting a lot of brawl rushes from Aces Wild on this one. Do you think F37 will play more control?
I will think they play, more control. They definitely have some really decent players on that team who can hold range as well.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Not Bob and Aces Wild. Generally not very happy with the way the first round went. They lost pretty handily over to Sky Rangers of TERRA, which, big surprise, they stepped up. They fell back from Div C, and Aces Wild got promoted from Div E. It was a very interesting match that I ended up casting last week. I didn't see any of F37 versus Vicious Chicken of Bristol, which is a great name for the combined Cameron's Highlanders, Blackthorns Dragoons team. How did that go last week? Do you know?
Which one?
F37 versus VCB.
Oh, F37 wrecked them. They won every except for one drop.
Yeah, I see in the points. I just didn't know what the flow of the matches were like.
I didn't watch it, to be honest.
Oh. Well, while we wait for the pilots to get in here, we can go over to the map strat screen. First drop, 3 lights, 1 medium, 1 heavy. Seen a lot of fast brawls. The nice thing about Theta is you can't really abuse wall strats, so it's been far more interesting as far as HPG goes. The bet is essentially how fast do you want to go? Do you take, linebackers or heavy and try and max everything out at 100 kph, or bring something a little slower with a little more tankiness, expecting it to die first? Black Knights, Grasshoppers, Onions, those sorts of things. Seen a lot of MPLs.
Charlie stacking.
For which
team
side?
1.
Oh, that's a mistake. That has to be a mistake. I think they think they're team
with
2.
1 and Bravo.
They have to think they're team 2. Hopefully they'll fix that before they're officially locked. Then again, it's always interesting in these lower div matches, something different every time.
Well, I think, honestly, what I've seen so far, especially last season in the light drop in HPG, is either you're going to fight around here and just like both teams rush there, or both teams rush straight to basement.
We have
really not much else.
We have seen a number of strats where you essentially, one team plays a little bit faster and you get this weird thing where you get encircled almost inside the basement, and you've got, poking from all sorts of sides, and it's a matter of how much damage they can get before blue team ends up pushing out one side and getting collapsed on from behind. So those have been very, very interesting matches, but we'll see what we come up with.
Yes, they fixed it.
Okay, good.
They actually looked at the map stat. That's amazing.
You can't give them hints like that in game chat. Come on, man.
Dude, gotta make the matches interesting. How you do it.
Well, I'm sure they will appreciate the help. Looks like Team 1's locked. Team 2's about to get locked. Should be able to switch over, get to the main cast. Team 1's going fairly light. 220 is significantly under ton. I'd expect a 60, 65 ton heavy if they're doing a drop that light. Doesn't look like Team 2 is going to be much better. There we go.
You ready?
Be interesting. Launch it. Oh man, my CPU is not liking these new recording settings. Hopefully I'm not dropping any frames for you guys, but I'm getting lots of unhappy noises and temperature warnings. Gotta turn the air conditioning down next drop. Ah well, Caster's Curse would be one of my casts if I don't mess up something along the ways here. Yeah. It's a shame the fights have not developed along spine. It's usually a fairly interesting feature, but light brawls just go. All right, Aces Wild
So
side.
with Max,
I got a K9. I've got a Vapor Eagle with SRMs. Yep,
yeah,
Mini
12
Atlas
Eagle.
build. I got a big ass Onion, Wolfhound. So they're going more or less max MPL. Sole concession is Texas Ace and the Commando 1D. They're not going straight at them. Looks like they're going
Yeah.
to try and take Theta control. Looks like F37's doing the same thing. Any
For
surprises over there?
F37, we have a Wolfhound, a K9, and a Panther with a Kintaro and a Black Knight. So the Black Knight is 9 MPL. That means they will probably have more armor with the Kintaro over the vehicle and more damage with the Panther over the Commando.
The Panthers only got 4 pulse lasers, though. I think he's a little bit undergunned for what he is. Callan, rocket in. Here we go. How fast can these heavies go down?
And you're on to see.
Black Knight already legged. Callan already legged. Massive damage going down.
Callan going down.
Mean Machine needs to duck into a corner, try and keep his mech alive. That is a lot of damage on the Vapor Eagle. They go for the Wolfhound. Interesting. Bad choice there. The Vapor Eagle getting a ton of damage down on the Kintaro. Alex is still alive in the Wolfhound. The focus fire is not there for F37.
Vehicle is legged though. And down.
Oh, did not. He shut down Alex.
Look in favor of F37.
Override. Oh my god. Dubious looks to be their next target here. Commando dancing around, taking lots of shots. Not Bob getting free farm here.
Now with just the lights, F37 has a bit more DPS on the field with that Panther.
Yeah, Dubious is legged.
Dubious is legged, about to go down.
Not Bob is not keen on sharing armor. He is staying well away from this fight.
And the Commando dies.
Can he pull off the 2v1? Does he have enough armor? Is Panther almost legged?
Yeah, but there's 2 fresh K9s.
He got an arm, but it's not the gun arm.
And he's legged.
Boom.
Yeah, no way.
That looked so good for a while there. They came in, they got the Black Knight, they more or less traded heavies, but the focus on the Wolfhound.
F37's K9 got overzealous on the kill.
Oh,
blows himself up.
Rip. Panthers
so that's a 5-4.
Almost CT'd too. I feel like that was a missed opportunity. They had the advantage. I don't know.
It was
F37
missed
had
opportunities
really
on
bad...
both sides. Like really missed opportunities.
Yeah, it was F37 with a bad target selection going for Wolfhound over Vapor Eagle and Commando before the Urban Mech, but I think better, more efficient shooting bailed them out of that one.
Yes.
Well, we can go see if there are any patent pending war crimes going on here. A lot of team damage, hopefully. Those overrides, man, it drives me up the wall. Wolfhound shut down at least, and I think the Vapor Eagle did too. Why would you not play with override, especially in a light brawl like that? We got 40 team damage from Not Bob. So he did the most damage overall, if you count that. Solid effort by him. Mean Machine doing 13-12. If he had managed to get that all efficiently done, I think Aces Wild would have easily won that match. That's a ton of damage for a light drop.
That's the spread of clan SRMs.
Yep. You got to be 4 feet away from them to hit everything on the same component. It's so bad. But props to Shoney's and Gagus. Shame on you for overheating and dying. Don't give them extra points. Well. Get the teams swapped around, get the score sheets updated, and head over onto TERRA. So, Aces Wild, Team 2, F37, Team 1. I'm expecting Team 2 to go more or less the same brawl strats. We'll see if that ends up happening. Team 1 almost has to go brawl. It's really hard to play control, either from the high points on the bridge or from the little choke point at F7.
It's not hard to play control from bridge, yeah.
Well, the problem is you have so much less cover. The strikes just eat you alive because you're basically trading from that position. You've got to fight everybody that's up here on the hill, up behind the rock, near in the gap point below Theta. You can even get, light mech skirmishing out in Hotel 8, getting firing lines. It's just too much of a concave. It's really, really hard unless you've got pressure coming in from the other side and you try and do a split push.
Pretty easy. You have how many? 3 heavies, 2 lights on this?
2 lights, 3 heavies, yes.
You put 1 Pop-Tart Summoner here, you put your heavies here, and if lights go skirmishing here, you can send your lights to it. This position is pretty much neutralized because of the Summoner. This one practically as well, they can't focus you because the Summoner is going to shoot him.
So do you think Team 1's got the advantage then?
Nope.
Okay.
But it's not impossible to pull off stuff.
Well, I didn't say it was impossible. I said the side is not favored for it. Let's phrase it that way.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think Brawl is much better.
Yeah, anyway, go check in on Team 1's locked.
And Team 2's locked.
Cool. Switch over.
Let's go.
Let's launch it. Thank you, AW Dodgen. He subscribed to us. I have no idea where that goes, but somebody's probably happy about it.
Probably too live.
Goes into the money pit that is Australia.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think there's an admin that's not in Australia anymore at this point. It's just kind of the czarist state of MechWarrior Comp.
MWO, Australian business. Which team do you want to call out?
I will always call blue, so you always call red.
Okay, so for Aces Wild, we have a Commander 1D again, a K9 as the light choices, and an Orion 2CA, a Quick Draw IV4, and a Rifleman 2C2. So it seems like they've opted for 1 Overwatch heavy with AC2s, and then 2 Brawlers.
Well,
rushing.
It's going to be a question of can those Brawlers get close. I've got 2 AC2 mechs on a PPC Pop-Tart Summoner. Along with, does that Mislinks have Flamers? That is my question. No, he's taking the 8 heavy smalls. Real missed opportunity. Flamers work really, really well on this map. You can shut down like an urban mech or something. Commando going in for the early cap, and looks like F37's setting up Overwatch positions very, very slowly, concaving from both the choke points. No real light fight. Black's going to get out with just a sliver of damage. And they're going to set up to receive. You need cap to set up to receive. Okay, Dubious is going to go secure that. As Aces Wild kind of pours in. No shots going down to contest this. Not even a strike or two.
Why they aren't using like the lava pit high ground? Yeah.
Alright, finally getting some AC2 fire, exchanging with the PPC Summoner. Gonna be a long-range fight for a lot of this. Not Bob in the IV4, gonna join up with Belleron. The question is, where are they gonna push? If they try and go in the middle of this, I don't think it's gonna work at all. Summoner on one side, AC2 on the other.
Getting punished for that decab.
Yeah, 20% down. Nobody has the cap, but Aces Wild are closing in on it. And F37 seems content to let him have it. Fallen back more or less on all fronts. Not Bob and Bellerod closing in on the Summoner. It's going to be up to these AC2 mechs to respond and close in on him, because the Rifleman 2C is going to need a lot of help here. Get in there, Nightshare.
That Rifleman is so dead.
Yeah, he's toast, but it's a matter of how much damage can the Rifleman get. He's trading places with the other Rifleman in the back, so this is a 4-on-4 fight. Not a lot of damage going down, really, regarding the choice of those PPCs now. Close range brawl, it's not helping at all. dubious. About to get legged here.
That's killing the the rifleman though.
Never mind. Belleron is taking a massive ton of damage in the back. Oh, now he's halved. Not Bob has shut down. Why do you not use overrides?
He gives internal damage.
Gonna give me an internal damage as I have a heart attack trying to cast these games.
Oh, that's a standard engine Orion.
Bold decisions. Bold decisions. Now Bob
now.
still alive somehow. I don't know if he has any guns left. He's still got one MRM.
One MRM. Down now.
Drop the summoner, please.
Up to just the K9 and the commando.
Yeah, the Orion has no guns, so can the... Nobody is shooting Stan as he just free farms those AC2s. He won his 1v1, he beat their Alex and the Rifleman. His damage score is going to be incredible at the end of this.
Question is whether the commander will die.
He does have the option of running away. They've got nothing that can chase him.
They've got a Mislinks.
Yeah, but the Mislinks can't catch a commando. It's 112 to 140 something.
Depends on how you play stuff.
Is that a champion version? Is he in a trial mech?
Yes, there's a commando trial.
I don't fully understand what the C bracket means. I think that's a trial mech. That's what I recognize them all from.
That means it can be a trial on certain rotations. They usually rotate them around.
Well, Commando is attempting to separate the Mislinks from the rest of his team. He's going to the Thunderdome to engage, hopefully in some fisticuffs, but the Mislinks is not taking the bait.
Thing is, they don't win on caps. Like, there is no point, like, in him hiding, except to prevent points.
Let's pop in his cockpit and see how much ammo he's got.
He still has tons of ammo.
Okay. Well, he's slowly but surely going to get cornered here. Some AC2 spam's going to go down on him. As he jukes so hard he jukes even my camera. F37's playing this smart. They're staying together, so it's not like the commando can isolate anybody. A little bit of chip damage, nothing too serious. He might be able to back torso him.
Backshot hint he's down.
Yeah, it might be able to backshot him. I don't know what else he can do though. He's got to keep moving. I think that hit his back right torso. One of those PPCs.
Nah, it was right arm. Splash damage hit the torso. Otherwise, that torso would have been down.
Well, you never know with commandos and those janky hitboxes. Alright, Black 6, what are you hoping to achieve here? There are no quick kills going back over to F37 side. The Mislinks is not open either leg. I think he's got an arm open. He's got left leg open, left arm open. Back CT if you got the shot.
Nightgear can't turn that fast.
Nightgear still has all armor, although he's literally lost all of his armor. Summoner's looking pretty fresh. Like, Aces Wild, for those of you who are watching, look, that paper doll is why he lost. Pick a component and blow it up. Yeah, he had a long range duel with the Rifleman. It's hard to focus, but his legs shouldn't be that damaged. He came in, beat the Rifleman, came down, free farmed, killed the Orion, killed the quick draw. One moment. My sister is a music major, if you heard any of that in the background.
No, gladly didn't.
Well, she's fairly good as a music major, so
Nice.
just didn't know I was casting. All right. This is the ultimate NASCAR. He has made it all the way around the map at this point. Back to his original spawn.
How many laps can he do in 2 minutes? Let's see.
I mean, is the plan just to deny them the kill? Because this seems awfully petty. You're not going to win on caps at this point.
Yeah, that's the only point in him running away, is denying them a point. And knowing that he really can't get a kill, that's probably the smartest decision.
Well, it is.
Although it means we have to spend 2 minutes just watching him NASCAR.
It may be the smartest decision, but I also declare it the lamest position. So.
Yes.
Go for glory, Black 6. Go for glory.
If he gets killed by that strike, that would be so.
You should try and like declare a battle up here in the Thunderdome. Get a 1v1 going.
He could just go for Johns. Like, that is 1v1 right now.
Yeah, they're a little more spread than they were earlier. But he needs to engage in the next, 20, 30 seconds. Otherwise, it's going to run out of time to kill. Alright, come on. Take the fight. Take the fight. Do the thing. Yep. It's more NASCAR. Oh well. Worlds. Tracking, turret. Nope. Nope. Reza, I'm going to make you look really bad just watching you miss all these shots, but it's commando at like 900 meters. Not much you really can do. Oy. Alright, well, mercifully, it is over. If this game had like a distance traveled, that commando might be like running low on fuel.
I expect a double D from that commando with how much ammo he has left. He didn't shoot much.
Well, we can go check the stats.
He's still the 250. Solid work. More than I did in commando.
Didn't update.
So,
I mean, it was a decent enough effort. I think a lot of it came down to the Rifleman ToC, Alex losing the AC2 fight to Stan. So, Stan is currently the man, at least as far as this match has gone so far. No great amount of team damage, no super juicy strikes landed. Onion 155. That's rough. Ah well.
So
anyway, on to the map strat as we cycle over to another very, very slow map, although something tells me we'll get a little more damage with these ERs going down across the gamma point. We've seen a number of push decks that have worked to greater or lesser extent that somehow involve assaults and things getting into Gamma 10. I've not seen any push decks like we saw in ToC 1 where we had, ATMs and SRMs basically pushing down Hotel 9 trying to close. Especially any teams that try and go over into India 12 with their assaults and any long-range mediums that could really be caught out by that, but not seeing anyone brave enough to try the full-on counter pick. Any special strats you're going to be on the lookout for?
I think what you can do is put a blackjack with PPCs up here. For example, that gives a lot of overwatch while having like your two assaults here. But the thing is, to get the souls into Hotel 12, it takes you like 2 minutes. Which in that time, you could also be just Dakar rushing right here.
When in doubt, I mean, AC5 can solve a lot of problems, especially when you're fighting somebody who's currently heat capped. Yeah, a lot of those builds shaving heat sinks, trying to get a little more speed, trying to make it a Fox 10 a little faster. Number of XL engines too. Battlemaster. I think the Stalker even uses an LFE.
I've
310.
yet to see a Battlemaster with XL and a Stalker with LFE.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of these builds come from faction play, and if you're fighting at 1,000 meters and not expecting any brawl push, they're a lot more XL safe than they are in quick play.
Well, in low divs, they might actually come from faction play, but especially in higher divs, you will not see XL Battlemasters. Unless it's like a 6 large Battlemaster that's just meant to outtrade.
Well, I mean, you use the better alpha and win the range control game, win the cap game, and play it from there. So.
But there's really no point in ever excelling a 5 large Battlemaster.
Fit that TCOP 8?
Yes. You already have a TCOP 8 with LFE.
Do you?
Yes. I have mine built up.
You have to send me the build code after this. Anyway, getting back to the match. From what we've seen, F37's been able to both out-brawl Aces Wild with trade decks and with light decks, so I still expect them to play a control game. I don't know what Aces Wild is going to bring to counter that, especially with them going down on the Team 1 side. It's a little harder to bring the Lerms.
We are ready and locked.
Okay, we'll get switched over here. Launch it. Hopefully I've not crashed. My circle's still spinning, but I'm very, very nervous.
I'm in now.
Well, let's see if there are any mistake mech picks, especially in terms of pitch angle. Somebody didn't quite fully test.
So we have from F37, we see a Mad Cat Mach 2B, a Trebuchet 7M, that's probably gonna be Lerms, a Cantera 18, a Bloodasp, and a Bushwhacker.
I got a whole lot of PPCs. I think the Warhawk's a mistake. We'll see about that. Is this Veagle Medpulse? Okay, well. Going for some hard pressure cap push. I got DACA for backup and 2 PPC trade mechs. Not expecting this to work out terribly well. I think the Warhawk is a very poor choice for this side. He's going to really, really struggle to find angles with those side-mounted guns, because almost all of this is hill peak. He doesn't have a nice building to hide behind, but we'll see.
They have 3 PPC mechs with the Blackjack, Veagle, and Warhawk.
Yeah, they're definitely going to play the control game, but they're going a different side. They're not going to the standard Fox 11 place. They're playing Hotel 9. Very
Vulcan
dangerous.
Does not know that the whole F37 team is just rushing for him.
Yeah, he does need to bail. They're going to have an interesting time with the PPCs in the high ground here in a moment. Warhawk climbing up, going to make his presence known. The Kintaro 18, does that have jump jets?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, they may not be able to get up here then. Oh, we have a trebuchet! We have
learned.
limbs! Honestly, this is a very scary deck if they can manage to close with anything on this team. The PPC mechs are all kind of bunched up. I think that's a little bit of a mistake. They need to spread out and get a little more control, get a little more angles. But they're all climbing Candy Mountain up here. Real big mountain that overlooks the traditional fight zone. But they have no cap pressure. I mean, they've managed to reset whoever that is in the cap point. I think it's the trebuchet?
Yeah, they should be like capping it though, because now they still have pressure on them.
Yeah, those 37 points could mean a lot.
They have to be putting pressure on those PPC mechs. Just make them push towards you. Like, get the cab, hug the wall, and you've basically won the game.
Trebuchet going in for a little more punishment. But if he can cap this, it'll all be worth it. That was a very dangerous missed shot. Could cost them this match. Oh, he does get reset. Strike going down on the cap. Daka Bloodass moving over. Looks like they're going to do the Hotel 10 push instead of going around the right side.
He did get the cap though.
That's
it's huge. Like,
yeah, you can't play control without the cap. So
now pressure is on Ace as well, and
Stan taking kind of a cheeky angle here, getting some early shots in. Warhawk getting lurmed. A couple laser AMS over here. Interesting.
On which mechs?
The Mad Cat's got it.
On the Warhawk as well. Holy shit, that's gonna be running hot. Mad Cat's got none.
I saw it from one of their assaults.
It's the Warhawk. It's a quad PPC Warhawk with laser AMS.
Yeah, he's probably really happy with those lower arm actuators shooting down at these mechs, but you don't want to be shooting down at 300 meters, and that's what's happening. Kintaro going balls deep. Black is fighting him off. He is completely unsupported up here. I don't know what Gigas thinks he's doing. He's taking a pounding is what he's doing. He needs to fall back and fall off. Both arms down.
And he is practically halved.
Bail, dude!
He should be shielding with that left torso now that his arm is gone. Preserve those two SRMs. But yeah, his assaults are coming to back him up.
Not a great amount of focus fire from F37.
The Veagle's getting hammered by those two Dark assaults.
Yeah, they forced him down. The Mad Cat's taking a pounding for it, though. Not Bob farming like a madman with the Mad Cat Mark IIB. Proving Daka is supreme. Tamberlin's about to go down in the Blackjack. He kind of got soloed out by the Bushwhacker. Not a lot he could do there, but they're trading a Bushwhacker for a 90-ton assault. It's got to really work out for them if Sand can't get out of here. Black is being an absolute little bastard up here on this hill. Getting a lot of free shots from a lot of different angles. Really kind of forcing this attack to break up as it comes up the hill. Bushwhacker coming in from behind. This is where the counterattack begins. Can they drop the Warhawk, and will the Warhawk drop down? They didn't finish the Veagle, so he's going to get some free backshots. May get the Bloodasp here if the Bloodasp doesn't turn around. Execute him. Ah, didn't get the side torso. And he's overheating.
Up his left torso.
Rip.
That.
He risked it for the biscuit and didn't hit the shot. That could be a game-losing mistake, dropping him.
Yes.
Because Alex is about to go down. He's probably CT'd here. Yeah, open all three torsos. Bloodasp eats a strike. That's 8% more? It's a messy, messy match. Alright, not Bob. Black 6. Bloodasp, Bushwhacker. Does get the cap point. They need to take out the Mad Cat before the Veagle can get back. That's the play. the Bloodass out of guns? No, he's still got 2 Ultra 5s.
He's just shielding those Yak 5s.
Yeah, he's...
Mad Cat's halved, but the Vulcan's so easily gonna carry this.
Yeah, Black 6
Like,
was
no
definitely the
questions
MVP. He just sat up here, and every time they tried to come up the goat path right here, shots for days, forced out the Kintaro, who ended up dying, forced back the Blackjack, forced down the Trebuchet, got the Bloodass side torso, and came in, capped. Hero of the match, really.
Yeah, and not Bob winning his trade super heavily.
Yeah, his
Again,
damage is going to be huge.
He just giga-farmed some people.
Yeah, they blew up the wrong torso on that Bloodass, and I really thought the Vigal overheating and dying was going to cost them.
There's no wrong torso on a Bloodass. Like, if he's shielding his right torso, you just take the left torso. Like, he's gonna be heat limited, and most of the ammo is in the left torso. Like,
you could actually put a fair bit of that ammo in the legs on a map like this, because you're not expecting brawl
legs
rush.
and torsos are already full. Like, you have 4 tons on the legs, and you have like, I think 5 in the left torso.
Well, it's the Bloodass B, so it can do. You don't need that. You don't need 9 tons of ammo for 5 people. It's not that bad of a shot.
But yeah, not Bob giga farming.
781. He didn't get the free farm Annihilator like he did last week, but still proving he's dangerous in that Mad Cat Bravo. Nobody shot the arms. They went torsos on both Mad Cats. Really weird.
I mean, if you don't have the aim to focus those arms, like, no insults, but it's better to just go torsos.
Black 6 didn't get nearly as much damage as I thought. Only 386, so must have been out of range for those MPLs. Real rough. Anyway, let me get the stats page updated. Does definitely bring Aces Wild back into this match as we head into some of the last set of drops. I just realized my ToC board is off. Hopefully these scores are still showing up. Anyway, any war crimes committed? Not a chance. Bushwhacker topped out team damage with 11. But Gigas and the Kitara, man. He lost both arms, got halved, didn't fall down the mountain to regroup with his team. I think that a lot of that drop can be attributed to him.
That lost this match. Yeah. Just the fact they pushed in general, they shouldn't have been aggressive. Just like wait down low, like at the edge. Don't let him shoot you. You have the cap. They have to come towards you.
All right, let's see if the score screen works. Hopefully. I don't think that's right. Yes, it is. Okay. Just some caster issues at the moment, but let's disregard that and go to the map strat. So the Epsilon Point, this has been probably my favorite map, at least for the ToC sets of tournaments. Epsilon has been an interesting cap point. You end up usually with a lot of long-range trades. You can do tunnel pushes with Brawl. It makes a nice compromise with speed versus mech size. and how you want to play that in particular.
Yeah, and it's also going to be interesting if we maybe see from F37 side like a Pop-Tart on Saddle, with their main force like long ranging from here, or Epsilon.
Yeah, just
Well, I'm
essentially
pretty
take power
sure
positions across the way.
Ace as well. It's probably gonna just hold island.
It's certainly the safest and easiest strat. Sit up there with PPCs and ERs and make them come to you. Usually send a Vulcan or Assassin or something to cap. Do lots of fast support, get ERs early, make sure you have lines, deny them cap. If you lose cap from the island side, you have very, very definitely put yourself in a hole. So
Yes.
everything should be built around making sure you have eyes and lasers on that cap as early as possible. But beyond that, I mean, Delta 4 to Echo 3 is only like 700 meters. You can bring UAC 5s and AC 2s effectively here. It's just a matter of can you hit your shots and can you out-trade the ERs while pushing into them, or at least not lose those trades, because if you do a water push closest side, I mean, it's 750 meters there. If you come out of the tunnel trying to get to island, it's about 750 meters. Backside of Epsilon is quite a longer ways, but I like DACA on this map. We went ERs in our match. That worked out well for us, but
And really,
these teams are so fast. Can't even vamp all the way. Loading back into MechWarrior 2 and launch it. MechWarrior 2. MechWarrior Online.
we need MechWarrior Online too. Shout out to PGI, got that on the way. Thank you.
Let's not shout out to PGI on that one. Let's shout out to Obsidian or somebody else. We have seen what PGI can do with MechWarrior Online. Let's see somebody else's take on it.
Yeah.
Who was the company that developed the prototype for this game that PGI came in and took over for?
I don't know.
Yeah. Let's get them involved. Because I saw some of the beta footage. It looks so different from now. Alright. What do we have on the red team?
We have an Annihilator 2A, Madcat 2B, Linebacker D, a Slapnir, and a Vulcan. So yeah, probably a full Dakar rush.
Let's see what's this?
Annihilator.
Got a quad PPC Marauder.
I'm UAC 5 on an NE2A.
UAC 5's on the
he's not putting the UAC 10s and 5s on the torso on the 2A. I
got the Solaris build from SHD2. He's got the 6 AC2s and the ER large and the CT. Summoner is UX or PPCs? PPCs with a couple of small lasers. Don't know why. Take a targeting computer and more heat sinks. Never enough heat sinks.
And yes, they have 2 mechs going saddle.
Dubious is going
to be dangerous.
Dubious getting cap uncontested here, but Aces Wild doesn't care. They want to go fight saddle and tunnel and everywhere else. So those 2 mechs in saddle really, really out of position. It's going to really depend on which way they decide to push here. Not Bob trading long range. That's probably not great, but damage is damage. Callan and the Cyclops probably a little too slow to be in this drop. At least if I had anything to say about it. They didn't scout either of the mechs coming from saddle. And they're falling back. They're not going to make it back to their team before their team is dead. If Aces Wild continues this push, it's over. They're too split.
The mechs on saddle should just push them, pincer them.
Well, tunnel push.
See if they can get 1 or 2 back shots, 1-2 easy kills.
They're all here. What are they doing? Oh, they're waiting on the Annihilator. Psycho Von Dodgen has learned from Not Bob to paint his mech horrid colors. Shame on you.
Yeah, and he's learned from someone that putting one UAC on an arm is a good idea.
Yeah, I'd say... Let's charitably call it an interesting build here with this Annihilator. So you'll see with this gun comes back. Alright, tunnel push it is. Saddle mech still out of position, but coming down quickly. They would get back shots here in about 20-30 seconds. 7 o'clock or so, or 7 minutes left. Alex is scouting the other end of the tunnel, has found absolutely nothing. They want to push, but they don't know where F37 is. So they're kind of just locked in here and waiting, and now finally pushing out the side entrance. So a lot of confusion going on. All the time, Cap is ticking away.
And the Vulcan is right behind them.
Where is the Vulcan? Oh, there he is. Okay, so they've essentially traded positions, and now we're going to brawl towards the ramp. Very interesting.
Vulcan takes a shot.
Who has the side shots over here? The Annihilator 2A has Cap and has clean fields of fire. Could get jumped by a Vulcan or something. Looks like that's exactly what's going to happen with the... Alex is going to find him momentarily. I don't know if he knows he's here yet. Get him, Alex. No, go in. He's alone. Ah.
Now he has to peek. If he goes in, he'll just get DPS'd. Peeking is the safer play.
Well, Aces Wild seems a little confused and quite a bit passive. You've got a push deck, and you're not pushing, and that's not going to lead to things working out for you very well.
There, and he's already down to 65%, but I mean, it's an Annie. Can survive
Dubious
a lot.
is in a very uncomfortable place, but
YOLO.
they're getting back shots. Annihilator lost an arm, about to lose a side
And that
torso.
UAV is important.
They're winning this fight 2v3.
And he's out.
They're just pushing to nowhere. What is underneath? Where are you going?
Quick time. Shield from the max above.
Not looking at that anymore. Shadow and the Annihilator has taken an absolute pounding. The linebacker came up to support the Vulcan, dragged all the mechs over here around him. I'm not sure who's going to come out of this alive. I think it's just only going to be Alex. Linebacker open all along the back. Alright, 4 minutes. If they take Cap now, it should be fairly even. Got PBC support from the Summoner Island. Assault's continuing to push in kind of an aimless direction. They'll get shots here in a moment when Callan turns around, but Callan can't pressure these guys in any reasonable fashion. He's got to go left and then push right. They could just drop. Giving a lot of advantages here to Raza in this Marauder 2C8, which
Quad
honestly,
DPC.
I've never played with before, but he's making it work. Really controlling this engagement.
You can do the same build on the standard 2C, but the 2C8 gets better mobility.
Yeah, the
Honestly, not Bob just be reversing and taking back shots on the Marauder.
yeah, he's not making the most of this opportunity, and Callan and Psycho have gone low again. Epsilon was finally capped, so Vulcan was able to get it underneath the Summoner's nose while he supported his comrades. Where did the linebacker go? He's headed over to try and take top very, very slowly.
And Annihilator is stripped.
Oh, the Bloodhouse went down.
2v2.
Why would you
No,
close
actually,
with these
the
guys?
Bloodhouse killed the Annihilator.
I know, but why did he go low? You had top, and they were doing nothing but standing underneath here trying to get shots.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the cap game is very securely in F37's favor. So long as this summoner can live and kill this Vulcan, it's over. Not a terribly hard thing to do, considering their health differentials.
I mean, it's still a Vulcan.
It is, but it's also Stan.
But this range, it's not hard.
And Stan has been the man as far as this match has gone so far, at least.
And he's hitting every shot. Vulcan's halved now.
LFE Vulcan.
Yeah, better choice.
With as much cap pressure as you want early on, I think the XL300 is better than the LFE 250, 260.
Oh, Seth blew himself up.
Oh,
Now it comes down to not Bob against Rosada.
and Rosada is just going to play for time here. There's 0 point to fighting him. The longer you live, the more cap pressure you can put on them. Or he's going to peak and die immediately, and now not Bob can go get a cap. I don't think it'll be fast enough, but he can. Probably Kappa. I don't think he can get to Theta and do both in a minute 20. Could be real tense here, though, for a little bit. Max Sabbath is yawning. That was an excellent match, dude. That was confusion and pushes blindly around corners, lots of trading, assaults fighting
That was-
mediums.
Not really good match. Like, no strats on either side.
It wasn't a good match,
was
but it was an entertaining
good to
match.
watch. Yes. It wasn't
There's
good
a
one,
big
though.
difference.
Fucking shit show. Was a shit show, but a funny one.
Not Bob is gonna fall, I think, about 6-7 seconds short here. It's a shame.
This might actually go in F37's favor.
I will. I think he's just gonna be about 5-6 seconds short. Because he's not gonna make
If
it to
he
Theta.
can get the, he has to get the cap, otherwise he already lost.
He's doing what he can. I don't think that flutter jet is helping.
Not gonna make it.
Nope. 10 seconds. Just imagine if that summoner was alive right now. Yeah, 6 seconds short. Shame. Still, hell of a match. I say, so I'll publish the map strat. We'll go into the strat page real fast. So, Ace's Wild's route was we're going to go up through tunnel. We are in no way going to scout the two guys sitting up on saddle. Come out the back side of tunnel, see absolutely nothing. Push out with the assaults. Get stuck in the low ground at Delta 4, trading high with the Mech's Echo 5. Send the linebacker and the Vulcan to go kill the Annihilator. Push low ground, stay there for another 2 minutes. Push up the backside, turn around, go back low, and finally wait for them to come down. That was the plan. I feel like at any point, run at the assaults could have been far, far more effective. I mean, F37 saw them bailed out of saddle, bailed out of cap, sent the Annihilator to the safest place he could be, which was Charlie 4. Summoner ended up island. I don't know where he started. It's just confusing as hell, man. A mess of a map. But hey, F37 won again with less than 5 kills. So been interesting, if only for that. Points. That does actually put F37 a full 12 points clear of Aces Wild. So they are going to win the match. But there is a lot to play for
really
still.
They are F37 is just trying to fully hammer that first place in Div D in. And Aces Wild took a drop from them.
I mean, they've gotten... Aces Wild has gotten about as many points as they really could have asked for. You know, a loss with 5 kills, a loss with 4 kills. Really only cost them that 2v2. Need a cigarette after that one. But hey, I will give Aces Wild props from this one. They did not overheat and shut down in front of like 4 enemy mechs this time.
Instead, Stas killed himself doing overheat.
At least he got the Vulcan first. I mean, if he doesn't kill the Vulcan
Which is
with
huge.
that shot, the match is lost.
Match is lost, yep.
Oh, I didn't get the stats. Can't look at them. Ah, well. Go back into the lobby then. Team 1 is locked. 250 tons, Frozen City. Expecting a lot of brawl push, a lot of splat. What would be your personal mech choice for this?
Honestly, I think if you can play it correctly, dual Hellbringers might be worth it. But otherwise, as we've seen, dual Vulcans are super strong.
Is there anything to be said for bushwhackers with some bigger ballistics? You try and use the well, you can use the map undulations, try and keep them back a little bit. Put a screen out in front of them with a bunch of other mediums, you know, crabs, Kintaros, those sorts of things.
Okay, we're both locked. Let's shoot it.
Launching. I know, Ghost, your picture doesn't show up. I literally just noticed that. Must have got the wrong PNG file. Ah, well. If that's the only caster thing that's gone wrong so far, I'm more than willing to take it. Maps have all been day, time minutes have all been right. No redrops yet. So I jinx us immediately. Anything fun on the dropships? Clipping issues? Nope. Alright. Rifleman 2Cs and Jaegerbeck, so I've got max AC2s.
With K9 Commando. On F37 side, we have dual Trebuchet 7Ms.
Yeah, Marims or
Lerms for days. Lerms for days. I think.
Are they Marims or are they Lerms?
One Streak and one LRM.
Okay.
We have a Flea 20, so stealth for days, a Vulcan, and a Bloodhouse.
Aces Wild getting early cap again. There's not been any contested fights for cap so far, so not really gotten to see Texas Ace or Dubious doing light-on-light action. Always enjoyable to watch, if a little bit confusing for the guys in the cockpits. So Aces is content to sit up on this hill here, raining down AC2s on all of sundry, though they are going to be getting responded to with LRMs. Kind of a disjointed deck here. I think they sacrificed a lot to get this Blood Aspen here, who has already lost an arm. Not a great loss, but...
Not Bob getting hammered, 73%.
Looks like both teams are more than content to trade. Strike is about to land. Meme is in no intention of dodging it. Takes 6% out of it.
But Cap is taking in Aces Wild's favor.
Yeah, they can't push with the deck they brought. They can't trade with the deck they brought. They need one of those lights to secure some narcs or locks. Commando has been brilliantly fighting off the Flea, and K9 staying close. Looks like Fraternity is going to make a play on Cap. I don't know if this Flea can take it under the guns.
Why is he only decapping it? That's been a trend for F37.
Well, they're bailing because he was getting shot, but Aces Wild can't hit the Flea, so you may as well stay and try. Still at 100, and they've got no lasers. They've got to hit him with AC2s. Can't fudge that. Jump Jets and Lerms. Wonderful combo, making the K9's life a little bit miserable. He is paying for it, though. Solid bit of concaving here from Aces Wild. Getting a lot of different firing lines for Delta 6, Ridge Line. We've got Alex here who'll probably be following over a little farther left. Nobody's stopping the Commando. Nobody has shots on Cap. I don't understand what F37's trying to do here. They're just, oh, hey, we're going to learn them, and that's going to work out. But the Blood Asp is getting absolutely pasted over here. Like, I get you brought Raza, and he's doing a great job here jump jetting and making life miserable for everybody, but there's no action and initiative from the rest of this team.
There doesn't need to be. Not Bob's getting absolutely hammered.
Does take him down. 6 minutes left. How many Lerms does Raza have left, I guess is the question.
Probably enough. He's only 2 Lerm 15s, so should have enough.
Belleron's out here with not a lot of support. They could take this fight.
Meme Machine is getting Lermed again. That trebuchet just screams farm.
Why aren't they using the buildings as cover? Okay. So Belleron's about to die. There's no way he can get out of this position. So is F37 going to just take the kills and start getting aggressive now? Trebuchet is going in with the streaks after the Commando. He's about to be in a very rude awakening. Oh no, Tex. Tex, there is no getting away. There is only delay.
And Commander goes down. That only leaves Alex and the Rifleman, with Meme Machine being practically one shot.
Yeah, he's not even pretending to care anymore. Getting shot by the Blast and the Trebuchet. So
they should be taking Cap though, but I guess it doesn't matter if they kill him fast enough.
Yeah, Flea's down
Which
there.
They are gonna.
And so the dream dies.
F37 ending this with a clean sweep of 5-0.
I want to know how much that Blood Asp did. I'm genuinely curious, because it seemed like Dubious and the Flea were making the plays, and Raza was free farming as none of Aces Wild stood behind a building or piece of solid cover ever. Like,
yes.
Meme, would it have killed you to go 50 meters to your left here? Not Bob, same deal. Delta 6, you took an absolute pasting. Use the rock. Yeah, it's not perfect, but you're not gonna suffer nearly as much punishment at the hands of that trebuchet. He got 2 kills in a lerm boat.
I want to see that damage score.
I'd be willing to bet it's 800, 850. With no strikes. Big props to Shones too. I mean, he's 91%, able to get the decap early on. Didn't really push his advantages, but stayed alive, stayed a threat, kept scouting information going.
Yeah, also harassing the heavies for a bit. Really nice work there from Shons, and Shed also doing something, like especially against those lights once it came to that fight. Those streaks just absolutely wrecked them.
Big question here, is Stan the man? As he has proven.
He survived.
He did, but I don't know how effective that blood ass was. Let's publish the stats.
Enough. 986 from the trebuchet.
Oh my god.
GG. Chris Alskoboosh.
Here's the big fancy page as we get this in. Oh, that's the wrong way. There it goes. Painful. That's all I got to say. Like, Belleron took a fight 2v1, did 20 damage. Meme Machine caught out with Lerms. Commando caught up by a Street Trebuchet. So is the deck essentially we're going to counter pick and yeah. Alex is the only one that was able to put any real effective fire down. I think most of that was on the Blood Asp.
Yes.
So it's I still don't know if I like F37's deck. It worked out amazingly. I just don't get learned. Like any bit of solid cover, any bit of trying to break line of sight, you know, playing the K9 off to the left to make sure the flea couldn't get locks, keeping Dubious contained. So much could have gone differently if he didn't have, you know, a full 1,000 damage on that trebuchet. But props to him. He made it work. I don't know. I think Aces Wild was a little too committed to the cap game there. Even a little farther back or keeping somebody back with, you know, quad ER larges so they could chain fired and kept the flea busy. Even doing scratch damage from way away. Well, still is what it is, and a solid win for F37 here. I think Aces Wild is going to be kicking themselves a little bit on just number of points lost. They did all right, but turning the Crimson Strait loss from a win that should have been really, really hurt them in the long run. So, nope, that's not correct. It's actually 43-21. Didn't fully update. Anyway, a couple other games being cast. Let me double check the schedule.
There's gonna be God Squad against the Whoops on this channel in about 45 minutes.
Very nice. And a number of other games being cast around 10 o'clock, I believe, as well. So, anyway, we will catch you all later. Signing out.